Where can this? All right. There's no audio right now. I don't like that. I can't look at the camera because it's fucking over there. I'm gonna sit this down. Can you still? Yeah, you can see me. Hey. Oh shit, the camera's over here. I keep thinking it's on my computer. It's not. Look at that full 1080p high quality standard. I'm gonna make some tea. I mean, it's kind of in the. Don't get offended if I walk away. All right. Oh shit. Let me just. Okay. Calm down. There you go. Good boy. Okay. I'm gonna close my bathroom door. That's probably not very good. Would you like to come in? Oh, you have one person. It's probably myself. YouTube's probably lying to me. Is that? That looks pretty good. I'm just gonna move this ugly jacket. Shit. Alright, let's see here. Will I get copywritten for Kenny G holiday album? I don't think it's possible. Shit. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to sell out and put this on my Instagram and Snapchat. Now I feel like a poser. Am I not a gang member anymore? Have I been unaffiliated? What's happening? For people rewatching this, it's gonna fucking suck. Cause like, I can't wait till someone notices that this is Christmas music. Okay, wait. You think this is a good spot? Holy shit, that doesn't work. That's stupid. That's exactly the kind of Down syndrome that I want to promote. Wait. Can I get the link to this? Oh, I'm looking down at my phone. Oh, it's real time. Wait. Oh, it's real time. My computer can actually handle me as myself. Oh shit, now there's two people. Oh wait, I was the second one. So I'm live now. I thought I'd have to give something to those of you who were expecting an edited video. But I do have Kenny G, so along with my soothing melodic voice. So here's the link, and yeah, please join. It's a Q&A. So I really want everyone to know this was the Christmas album, and it's. Why did I have to look at the month? It's February. It's February, right? Is this even on the right settings? Wait. Echo is down, volume is up. Good job. Got my pocket. Great, I'm trying to sell out here. No one's joining. I feel like I'm being feel like I'm being prejudiced against by the nation. Let me add the link, Spotify. So, I'm live now. I thought I'd have to give something to those of you who were expecting an edited video. But I do have Kenny G. Alright. So we're selling out. Now it's on Instagram. I mean, fuck, I'm retarded. Snapchat. Don't say the R word. Stop. Did it focus on me? It's fucking solid. I don't want to post on regular Instagram. Bastard. Why do I have to hit this plus sign now? What if I just want to hold down on the circle? So if anyone's not doing anything with their time, I assume you're probably not. I'm live. I've got the pocket microphone, so you can hear my melodic, pleasant voice. We got some Kenny G in the background. So if anyone's not doing anything with their time, I assume you're probably not. Not doing anything with their time, I assume you're probably not. I'm live. I've got the pocket microphone, so you can hear my melodic, pleasant voice. You know how I feel right now? I feel prejudiced against. I can really feel the diabetes abuse that's going on in our community now. This needs to be. Now it's too low. Do you understand my predicament? The things I go through. I kind of like that I'm just looking at myself. That really plays into my narcissistic personality role. I might have just done this because I like talking to myself. That might be the reason. That might be it. You'd never know. I mean, you wouldn't. You just wouldn't. Oh, there's two people now? Or is that a real person? Are the Chinese bots invading my server? Is that what's happening? Am I being filmed? Is this a documentary? Hello, by the way. Hi. Hey. It's like we can almost touch. So close, but so far. When I back up, it almost looks like a 4. I'm just gonna say there's 4 people now. I don't know if this background's good enough. It's just my Should I make tea? Is that what needs to be done? I did have the minion mug in that. This is how you properly make tea. Alright, so today we're gonna be enjoying some stash. Here, I'll show you. Don't leave yet. Oh, you already did. We're gonna be enjoying some stash. You can't see that. Turning upside down doesn't make it better. English breakfast. Okay, and we're gonna spice it up a little bit with the. All right, number 2. I'm coming back. Don't worry. We're gonna be spicing it up a little bit with the Bengal Spice Herbal by Celestial. It's kind of just an excuse for me to just sit. I'm recording. I'm busy. I'm advancing my career as a social media icon. Don't judge me. I don't know if the Christmas music works or not. I think it does. Christmas music is good all year round. Conspiracy theory. Oh fuck. Well, I was gonna use Kenny G Miracles, but I also have, strangely in the same aesthetic, I also have Boys to Men Christmas interpretations for some fucking godforsaken reason. They kind of look the same. Did Boys to Men and Kenny G have a secret collab? I think so. These are the government conspiracies we should be talking about. Not this. Should I just? This is how you're supposed to brew tea. By the way, you gotta steep the shit. Fucking degenerates. See, you put the. See that? There's nowhere to sit this so it's in view, so it's gonna be out of view. I hope that doesn't misinterpret them. Can I get a soul patch? Why is it hiding the word penis? I specifically told YouTube that this was not for children. That should be shown front and center. You know what? Actually, it should pop up on the screen. What does Kevin Mug mean? Oh, fuck, the minion. Holy shit. I didn't realize his name was Kevin. I know Bob. I don't know any other ones. I know there's Bob, and that's it. No soul patch. I kind of like the soul homeless man a little bit better. I mean, what? I know the lore. I appreciate that. It's good to have a historian in the group. You know, we can't properly proceed into the future without understanding our past. You know, yeah, minion lore is an important part of American culture. What's going on with you guys? How's your day? Suffering? I would hope so. That's why you're here. That's why you've come to me. Can you do a Madden 08 playthrough? You think I play Madden? Do I look like I play Madden? Are you serious? I mean, I guess. Maybe. You know what? If you get more fucking people to join. Wait, so you want me to just do it like just in the way I make videos? You're not asking? Minion kind? Yeah. Hey, look, you know, maybe I will. Maybe my next video will be a Madden 08 playthrough. Maybe if you share, maybe if you got 3 more people to join and comment. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. I would like to see a Madden 08 playthrough, make a character, and make a series. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to make all the videos. I'm going to make all of them private and put them all in a playlist and then unprivatize them all at once. So it just goes from like Pokemon and like my Game Boy videos and my like satire and shit to just like 40 fucking Madden, like heavily edited Madden playthroughs. Why 08? Is there some sort of significance to 2008's Madden? Did they make a better Madden back then? Have things changed that much? I doubt I'm going to get any more viewership than 2, but I'm completely okay with that. Because there's a bunch of fucking fiends out there that just watch my videos after. I'll live stream for like 4 hours and then people watch it. 08 is definitely the best Madden of all time. I guess I'd have to agree. I guess, okay, so we got a resident Minion and Madden expert. That's good. That's good. That's a good base. That's a good start for the... I don't think I'd even fucking rewatch this. Actually, I probably will. I don't know. So, John Beefy, I'm your uncle. I know you're my uncle, Jimmy. I don't know if that actually works out, because I thought about it, and I don't know if you're my uncle or not. Like, I don't know if that works. Like, how are we almost the same age? Are you a God expert? I've studied religious theology, if that's what you're asking. Or are you talking about the minions? Or are you referring to me? Is that supposed to be a sideways compliment? I'm your uncle. Respect your elders. You're Jimmy. No. I'll call you Unc, but I'm not going to confirm or deny that you do, as in normal Western family standards, conform to the role of uncle. The minion god and pope. I'm the pope of minions? That's fucking dumb. Okay, I don't know if this is religious bashing, but the pope's stupid as fuck. I just want everyone to know that. I just I don't care if you're Catholic. I have no reason to hate the Pope. I just don't like the hat. I don't care if it's. You think Jesus wore a hat that looked like that? You think God looks down at the Pope at his stupid fucking hat and he's like, wow, yes, thank you, servant. The minions don't believe in a God, they believe in a dictator. Well, I mean, who wouldn't, honestly? I mean, that's what our country is doing, anyways. The minions were ahead of their time. We're just catching up. I think the minion tea is it's about. Am I gonna have to like hold this like this? It's still really fucking hot. Jesus didn't wear a hat. He didn't want to cover up them luscious. Exactly. Okay. And what? Why would God bring himself into the world as a man and have beautiful long Arabic hair? They have really fucking nice hair. Those Middle Eastern people. They have some nice fucking hair. So why would he have beautiful, luscious locks and the Pope is some bald motherfucker with a pointy hat? Am I right? Am I right? How fast could I chug that tea? You know I just made this, right? I mean, I couldn't. I would burn my perfectly. You're right. Yes, I'm right. Okay, who's joining and leaving? Why does it go up to 4 and back down to 3? Misogynistic, that's all I'm saying. It's good, but it's quite warm still. Fortnite Chug Jug Challenge Gun Minion. Why is that? Why is that still a thing? I don't understand. I don't know how to respond to that. Why is YouTube blocking these perfectly good comments from my live stream? Can I look, I'm sorry guys. I don't know why YouTube would be blocking such very appropriate adult content such as Balls Man. Your voice needs to be heard and it's going to be heard here on John Beefy. Anything you guys put in, I'll show. Unless it's a Danny? I don't know what that's. I don't like that set of emojis. I'm not enjoying that at all. Do you guys like that I'm not looking at the camera? Is this better? Do you feel watched now? If I was missing the Minecon, damn. Okay, look. If I was an FBI agent, I would at least make myself known so people feel more welcomed by the government. Like, hey, you seem to be struggling right now. And just pop up on their screen like grandpa FaceTiming. What do you mean Z's class? That was my class. I fucking taught that shit. Yeah, I like make websites and shit for money now. Mr. Z is that man. Okay, story time for all you motherfuckers out there. Story time for all 7 of you. I graduated in November this last year, and in like January, I could get here. I'm gonna get my diploma for all you haters. Diploma is incoming. All right, look, listen. All right, look. All right, so I don't know if you see my name right there? I mean, you can't because it's backwards. How did I do that? Pure fucking willpower. You know, if there's 7 people in this, there really should be 7 likes, okay? Because then it'll be shown on more of my subscribers' feeds if my current subscribers are already liking it. I'm not seeing it's still a 0. What do you mean? How did I do that? Oh, I didn't even think there was one of you were gonna. That's cute. I feel appreciated now. That's all the endorphins my small brain needed to be happy. What do you mean? What? Thank you, Unc. Thanks, Unc. Thanks, guys. I feel loved now. Or what are you confused about my? Okay, wait. Wait. This needs. What do you? I don't want any sexual favors, Marcus. Big Papa Speck. Who is that? I'm saying hi. I'm saying hello. Thank you for coming. We're gonna talk about whatever you'd like to. This is a free and open platform. So are we gonna talk about my diploma? Is that what you guys wanted to know? That's what Jeff wanted to know. So I graduated in November, and I mean, congratulations. Used to go to Buckeye. When? Do I know you? Do you know me? Have you been watching me? Do you have a picture of me on your wall? What? What's the connection? Are we related? Are you my cousin? Have you dated one of my relatives? Do you also have a YouTube channel? Casey? I look, I'm an honest man, and I'm an honest man. I honestly have no fucking idea who you are. I don't know any Caseys at all. Cash? The only person. Sam? Why did you just say Casey? Who's Casey? I can't. How is just the word Casey that's supposed to describe to me who Casey was? How the fuck was that supposed to transmit that? Okay, listen. How did I graduate school early? I wasn't using anymore. I'm actually pretty fucking smart if I'm not a crackhead. So, therefore, I I hated school, so I went to an alternative school, mainly also because I got jumped by half the school's white gang population, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, his dad was a police officer, so it's very Medina-esque. So I went to an alternative school, and also when I was in juvie, they basically only let me do school during COVID because everyone else was stupid as fuck. So the superintendent granted me special access to the computer lab with one or no staff because I was the only person in there. One Tion and like 2 other kids were allowed in there, but when I was in there, you're not allowed to listen to music. It's fucking jail, and they give you access to the computer. So it was the most entertaining part of my day was just schoolwork. What do you mean that story from one of? There's multiple last day of school stories, like the 4th grade one where I'm gonna. So if you go to my Instagram, I don't know why. Okay, I mean like. Yeah, when I got jumped. So I got jumped, and then I went to the alternative school, and then after that, so basically all of those people didn't face charges, and I I got a charge for being jumped. I got a disorderly conduct. So yeah, I was really happy. It was because I was already in the system. I mean, they're really biased. So I mean, they're really fucking biased, actually. But does anyone else have tea? Am I alone with the tea? I probably am. The shit's good as fuck, though. Top 10 anime battles of all time. Okay, wait. What? Okay, listen. And no one ever believed. Okay, wait. I keep saying, okay, wait. When I came back to school that year, I was like punching tables and shit and like showing people, like, hey, I think I burnt my nerve receptors. Yeah, it is, actually. So I like ruined my nerves. I didn't ruin them. I can still feel everything. It doesn't, it's weird. It's like if you can hold your breath for a long time, you still know that you're underwater, but you're still holding your breath. Catherine? Catherine, you just left. You can't just join like that. Gravy train, yeah. So, anyways, so like cold and heat, I can feel that I'm really cold or hot, but it's just I don't know. I just have a weird. How is the general store? The general store is doing really fucking well. And also, wait, I have to bounce some ideas off you guys that me and Beverly have come up with. So, hear me out. In the summer, we have Chatham General Store cornhole championships out in the back, and a whole group of people can come up. The side window is going to be you can get pizza, like whole pizzas, pop whatever. And then, okay, so just hear me out for the general store idea. So we're gonna have that side window open, so that whole deck area, a bunch of people will be sitting there. But here's the catch though. Whoever shows up, we're gonna have cornhole championships. There's gonna be 3 different sets of cornhole, and there's gonna be teams of like I don't know 3 or 4 or 5, however many people there to make teams. Whatever team wins for the first one that we hold is gonna get a T-shirt and like a $30 gift card for the store. And then on Instagram, we're gonna live stream the whole thing. And then another idea, we're gonna buy like an older pool table and put it outside with the deck in that outside area for the summer. Since it's outside, we can do whatever the fuck we want because COVID. So we're gonna have maybe I don't know. I just need to know if people think it's a good idea. So if we had a pool table right there where anybody could show up, and there'd be pop energy. General store is within like 10 steps walking distance to buy shit. I didn't know. We're closed. We're closed. You can't rob it if it's closed. That's unkind. You have to wait for people to attend. I'm not sure you should like. Actually, no, I don't care. I don't know if you should just say that. The government's probably watching me. They're not done with me yet. Can you guys hear the music well? Here's an update about me. In August, I broke my foot and been a cripple ever since. And when are you posting more vids? I'm trying to post more vids. If you would look at my Snapchat, you would see that I half impulse bought a really nice gaming and like video editing PC, and it's fucking huge. Shit's like this big. Like, and I'm gonna be on that. So, Bill, oh, my dad's doing really well actually. His back's fucked as usual, but he's doing good. I mean, it's a lot of stress with the store and the shop, but I mean, the store is balling. Honestly, my mom is like, Sam, I talked to you like yesterday about when the. Does no one look at my fucking Snapchat? The video, it said the video can't render, so I bought a different computer. The computer will be here Wednesday. That's why I'm on here doing this. So there's something at least. You got to go ball. It's fucking 11:23. Where are you balling at? I thought this was the story time, not the beefy talk. This is a Q&A. This isn't a beefy talk. This is just a filler, so I have something on my channel. Bald. What kind of fucking dumb shit is this? The grind never sleeps. When did you start? I need more people on here right now. I demand it. I am your new god, and I demand you to watch. It just went up 2 marks as I was saying that. See, I'm better than the Pope. We've established this. If you haven't heard that whole argument, Pope's fucking stupid. Okay, that's flatline. That's. Hear me out. Can I get Joe Rogan on? I mean, I would think so. I think Joe Rogan would have me on. I don't think he has the right like stature to like get on to my. Joe Rogan might invite me on as a special guest. I'm not gonna have him like come in. That'd just be stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he be on my show? Like that's you got to compare like viewer retention. I'm way higher. Is it the Christmas Kenny G that's making people leave? Does people sleep? Yeah, me and Joe Rogan would have a really good fucking conversation, actually. I know a lot about drugs. That's probably not a good sentence to say. Listen, I'm in recovery now, so I'm allowed to say that. Actually, anyone's allowed to say that because you're allowed to talk about it even if you're still struggling with it. What do you think me and Joe Rogan would talk about? What would be the topic of discussion? What's the main like? What would it be? I want to talk to Joe Rogan now. Can we start a petition to have me fucking FaceTime to Joe Rogan? Fuck off, Sam. That's not even funny. That's not. No. No, shush. No, you. Try and help him on the path through. I don't know. Joe Rogan like has that shit pretty mixed up in his head. It's a spiritual experience. So when I tried it, I was blasted off like a rocket. Went right over the moon. I had a great experience. Really showed me why my cock and balls are too small and that I need to be okay with it. I mean, I fucking love the guy. He's a wonderful podcast and he's just fucking an interesting person all around. But his whole idea is about he is very respectful to all the people that come on that are in a program though. He believes everyone should try. Well, I mean, technically we all do try DMT. That's like naturally produced in the brain when you sleep. And there are natural ways to produce more. It's the same as like if you work out, you have more endorphins. There's things you can do where your body produces more DMT. Yeah, I know he said that. This isn't like a Joe Rogan questionnaire. Pineal gland. That shit's not actually false. I think it is true. I have dabbled, of course, in the past. I mean, I wouldn't say. I feel like okay. For me, it's probably like whatever fucking meditation. It's just being able to focus on nothing basically, and just I think I don't know. It's like working a muscle because it's produced in your brain. So if you make it easier for your brain to produce it, then you don't have to take it. Which I haven't done that because it's fucking DMT, and I don't know. It would never be possible for it to be in the same concentration as if you took it and it was manufactured. It wouldn't be possible. Where'd all my viewers go? We were up to 8. We've halved. I expected to be at 10 by now. I've already been on for. What do you, Sam? Okay, I'm not. This is not like Ben explains everything. Isn't that already a YouTube channel? It explains everything. No, I don't. Does no. Did also no. May have caused my brain to release more accidentally by mixing things. Yes. Casually explained. See, I knew it. With the stick figures. Now we're down to 3. What the fuck is this? It's the purple shirt. It's the hair. What's going on, Sam? What's this bullshit for? What these numbers right here? Is that where it's at for you? That's where it's at for me. This is a 3 and the likes is a 4. That's disproportionate. It's making me mad. The viewership has to at least be over the like ratio. I don't. Okay, if whoever just came in, I'm shutting the fuck up now. I'm not gonna talk about likes and viewership. All right, what were we talking about? So like, okay, what's the actual question here? I need questions. I know we were talking about DMT, but listen, no, we're not. We're not talking about that. I just know things to know things. Okay, I can't forget shit. So I guess I know about it, but can I have a question here? Can I be questioned? Pretend this is a courtroom and I'm actually you don't have to pretend. Just pretend you're the judge and I'm the convicted felon and question me. I've sworn in a what room is this? This is my sister's room. She moved out. Shit's big as fuck. The people who lived here before, Steve-O, John Beefy, and John, it would be pretty good. This is why I need to get to at least 100,000 subscribers in like 2-3 months. You know, that's reasonable time. And then we need to make a petition. And, you know, I'll get like a compilation of all the best things that I said. We're going to make a petition. We're going to attach that. And we're going to send it to Joe Rogan and Steve-O. And we're going to have the best fucking conversation of all time. Hey, you forgot it's supposed to be a 0, not a like regular. I changed it because I didn't want people finding it after I deleted everything. You know what's bothering me right now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's the thing. Like a lot of once you're really detached and like far away from all the shit that I was doing before, it's like I don't know. It's like those fucking. It's just that's just the way it is. I mean, for some people it isn't, but for me, it's like, yeah, I didn't really need that. Like, do I want it? Do I have urges? Yes, but did I need it? No. I mean, I can literally like just fucking have fun without. I honestly before I over exaggerated all the time when I wasn't using just to try to have fun because it was nothing was fun when I wasn't. But now I found a way to actually have some sort of semblance of entertainment without all that shit in the background. Steve, where are the comments at? I feel this is the whole point of this is for the comments to roll in. The viewership is down. Comment ratio is lowered dramatically. I feel prejudiced against. I expect at least 2 of you who seem to be long-term viewers to. Oh, come on. That's not a fair question. I mean, it is. That sounds fair, I guess. On what? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Honestly, with what I did, it didn't really depend on your mental state before or after. It just kind of depended on what you did during. So probably okay. So DXM. I'm not going to explain what that is. So I did that. I did a lot, and I came home, and I basically I okay. So I was trying to pee in a cup for my parents, and I was staying in the bathroom, just like flaccid cock and all, and I could not, like, for the life of me, like piss because it drains your you. it makes you so you can't cough at all. Like it turns off that part of your brain, and at some point it'll make it so you just don't know how to urinate. So I was like, I couldn't. So I was just in the bathroom, and eventually they just shut the door, and I mean, I was so out of it, like I can't even explain. It's like I was like staring at a wallpaper or like a loading screen that was just a picture of the bathroom and like my legs. Like it was about the same as like a Rocket League loading screen that just continues, but like the bathroom. And I think I could have been there for probably like 5 or 6 hours. I think they were waiting for me to like sober up, and it just didn't happen because that's not how it works. And I couldn't stand properly, but I could. But you forget that you can. So yeah, that's happened like yeah, that time was the worst because I came home and it was like a kind of a good day. Well, it always was with that, but relatively. But I came home and whatever they realized, which because it's pretty fucking easy to pick up on, and I was just sitting there like just loading, like my brain had just stopped. It wasn't really like an actual. I wouldn't call it a. Well, it was a trip, but it was like time was so but the difference is that I was still present. Like I wasn't seeing shit. That's the difference with DXM. You don't actually. There's no hallucinations unless you like mix it with something. There's no hallucinations really. There's a widening of your perspective because it forces your eyes to be wide angle, and it forces you to not be able to focus on one specific thing with your eyes. So it's a sensory overload, but it's not a hallucination. So it can cause after because it causes brain damage, but you won't be on it when they happen. And unless you've done it for a while, like I did before, and then it would during you might after causing the damage already. But on that, you have the same feelings, but without the hallucination. So it's almost worse. So it can go from sensory overload to deprivation, just depending on what room you go into. So if I did you acquire any brain damage from it? Probably. I mean, like the main. This is gonna sound fucked, but I mean, you can look it up if you want to. But the main issue that occurs is that you lose like reflexes, but your IQ goes up because it basically fucks your serotonin in half. So you don't produce basically any endorphins. So then your mind is like, oh, okay, logic now, because that's what it would be without the endorphins. So your IQ goes up, but your reflexes are shit. And when your reflexes get fucked up, because I mean, I don't know if anybody knows me. My reflexes are better now. Of course, it's been a year, and I'm using my hands a lot for the work I do at the machine shop. So my reflexes are really good, but the damage wasn't mental; it was emotional. I couldn't. I could not like grasp. I still honestly can't for most things grasp why people feel the way they do, like so seriously. For what I don't know. I think Stephen Hawking did do some hard shit though, because that motherfucker was fucked up. And he lived to like what 70 or something. That's not normal. He should have been dead at like, ooh, ooh, wow. Okay, you know what I don't like is people are like, Stephen Hawking proved everyone wrong when he lived longer than his disease usually allows for. What the fuck did Stephen Hawking do to extend his life? I mean, he might have done something, but he was concerned with like space, not like your physical self, of course, because he couldn't move. Was he just like, oh yes, power of will? I'm fucking beating my like he didn't actually he was an anomaly. He happened to live longer. I mean that's a fair point. I mean, he probably tried to do that to get stem cells, though. I mean, you can't blame him. If I was Stephen Hawking, I would eat babies. Okay, actually, that's not a good sentence. Okay, listen, it is because I mean, think about it. You're already Stephen Hawking. People just, because if you're already Stephen Hawking, oh, silly Steve. Oh, that's just Steven around. Oh, yeah. Oh, he only, keep the kids away from Steve. I'll make sure little Becky there doesn't go near Uncle Steve. Like, was he an uncle? Did he have grandchildren? Who fucking cares? It's Steve Hawking. He was just the dude in the wheelchair that you'd have to be smart. What the fuck else are you supposed to do? And then his show, it's like limited by the constraints of his physical body. His mind expanded to proclaim the whole fucking universe. Stephen Hawking is Jesus. Confirmed. Like yeah, if you're, I would assume that you might think a little bit more if you can't actually move. But I mean, right? Say you're in a wheelchair and you're scooting around. You're not even scooting around. The wheelchair is scooting for you. You're like pressing your head back and forth because that's all you got control over with the ALS kicking in. You're just gyrating your head and your eyes, whatever. I mean, like if I was in his position, I would just say some random bullshit to entertain myself. Source of, I mean, okay, think about it though. You're Stephen Hawking. You used to be a scientist that was critically acclaimed. You're on the up and coming. Now you're just in a wheelchair. You're stuck. You're fucked. People are, you've already got a basis in the scientific community. Why would you not just be like, oh, yes, black holes? Yeah. Yeah, I came up with that. Yeah, you like that? Black holes? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like black holes. I mean, come on. You gotta think of it from his shoes. If I was Stephen Hawking, I would just like literally I would bullshit everything. I mean, there's no reason not to. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Put you in prison? What are you gonna do? Oh no, sorry, you can't move. Oops. Looks like I'm already trapped in my consciousness. They couldn't punish him. Stephen Hawking was beyond the law. Okay? He could eat a baby. They could straw feed him a baby. What would he could have whatever assistants he had, just spoon feed him a child. What are you gonna do? Oh, we're gonna put Stephen Hawking to death. He'd be like, nice, thank you, please. I've been waiting. I mean, how do we know? Well, I respect the man. The disabled community loved him, and that's because he was just better than all of them. And technically, before anyone gets mad, I'm disabled because I have type 1 diabetes. So I'm allowed to talk about it, okay? I could get the tag on my car if I wanted to, all right? I attend physical therapy. That's bad. No, it's not. Because I'm not even talking about anything specifically. All I'm saying, and I'm not saying Stephen Hawking did any of this. I'm not saying he should have, and I'm not saying I think he did, or does, or was. I'm saying if I were Stephen Hawking, I would have. Okay? So it's basically self deprecation from the viewpoint of another main character. You're not understanding. Oh, you know why people are leaving? The fucking CD ended. I realize now. I'm gonna do this for at least an hour and a half. I usually go to bed on Fridays until about 3 anyways. This could be like a 4-hour video. You never know. Alright, so that was the end of. Do you think Boys to Men Christmas would be a better choice? How many? Can I get another like? I know there's probably everyone already liked this. Tell me right now if I should put Boys to Men Christmas interpretations up in that disc jockey spin that shit. Should it be Boys to Men? I'm not seeing any comments, so I can't. All right. I thought so. I thought that was the kind of people I was dealing with. We're gonna properly put. This is how music was meant to be played, by the way. I'm not saying I'm putting the wrong generation. I'm just saying I really fucking love CDs. I'm not sure this really fits that well with the whole. It's they're like an a cappella group. It's like a really good African American a cappella group that's like Christ centered. I'm just gonna leave it on. Can you hear it? Can you hear the Boys to Men? I'm turning it up as we speak. Do I walk funny? I think I do, and I like that about myself. It's these guys. You know who they are now. The piano and drum mix. Or the synth, whatever the fuck that is. No. I don't walk like Reagan. Reagan walks like me, okay? Get your fucking facts straight. This is how I walk. Here's a demonstration. This is how I plug walk. I got a pretty wide stance, I gotta say. Sam, can you tell me why there's only 4 people watching? There was almost 10. What the fuck do people want? If my Minion T and Boys to All right, I love you, Unc. Good night. See, that's how you leave the live stream properly. That's how you properly leave a live stream. Should I just called it podcast? I thought. Should I just have called it a podcast? Live podcast? That's fuck shit, though. That's not what it is. I mean, it basically is. That would infer that I have something to talk about. I think this is a solid fucking scenery. Sam, what I'm starting to think is that you don't have the ability to get more viewership from me. I thought you were a valid and credible supporter of the John Beefy movement, but I'm not seeing any viewership coming from your alleys, your venues. This is gonna be boring as fuck to rewatch if I don't get anything to talk about. Please ask me anything. I will talk about drugs. I will talk about dead things, including children. I have already seen the videos. What videos are you talking about? I'm not saying. What do you mean just upload more? I hate that shit. What do you mean just upload more? Do you know how much time and I'm gonna have to take a picture of how many cuts and splices and merges and fucking audio bullshit is into the video that I was editing for the Beefy Talk. That shit is professionally made, okay? I'm telling you right now. Where's everyone at? I feel like this is like unsolicited like prostitution right now. No one's feeding into my fa- no one's feeding into my fantasy of having viewers. Who disliked? What is this bullshit? That's what YouTube's only telling me like who the fuck who just joined to dislike? Because that had to be someone that joined and I was talking about the Pope or something. Yes, just upload more. Okay, here's the who just joined and left. Just upload more. Here's the issue with that, with just uploading more. I actually put time and effort, and I don't use the fucking TikTok fucking post pre-editing software that just does the shit for you, and all you need is to move your head around and flash your eyes. Okay, this is quality content. Okay, I put my heart and soul, and I try to look from a non-biased view to get rid of the shit that only I would think was funny. And I leave some of it in, but I mean, like, I think what we need is you're right. I know exactly what needs to happen. I don't know where to put him at. Is is Hasselhoff gonna be in view? Should I just put him in my pocket? How do you feel about transhumanism? Like I have my ideas of what I would define that as. Do you mean like a different species? What is your definition of transhumanism? Like what are you specifically asking? Because I don't know how to feel about something that I don't understand from the questioner's perspective. I will give you a clear, concise answer as once I understand the question fully. I have a question for you. Do you like the Boys to Men Christmas album? That's an important ethical question that we should be in. Combination of machine and human for enhanced features. Fuck it. I mean, have you ever met a type 1 diabetic person? How do you think I live? I'm type 1 diabetic. I'm already run by machines. No part of my body should work without modern medicine. People have a pump. When have I not looked like Young Gravy? People are just realizing the full power of my afro. Okay. Ethical question number 2. Am I allowed as a Caucasian individual to call my hair an afro? Okay, it is natural. I don't do anything to it. It's very easy to tell that. But the transhumanism thing, I mean, that's bound to happen. I mean, with the way technology is going, it's either going to, we're going to have to tell it, okay, can you get a little skirt John Beefy track? No. I mean, I probably sound way better than, he just sounds like he's dying. Or that someone's like digging nails into his pelvis. Anyways, the transhumanism thing. Basically, the way AI is going, we're going to have to make it so it thinks and knows that it's dependent on us and we're dependent on it. If it's not mutual, then it's just going to fucking murder us. Do What do you mean do BLM? What does that mean? How do I feel? You're asking me to do them? Or are you asking if they like agree with my afro? See, okay. Here's my opinion about that I feel like may be shared about the whole. Okay, yes, of course, but I mean, like, I don't really know if it's I don't really know if it's fair for me to even have an opinion in that. I don't have. I don't think I should. I mean, okay, listen. I do have an opinion. My opinion does matter, but my opinion for affairs of African American people, I don't. I'm not black though. I just don't know how. I mean, like, I just okay. I'm not saying that I. All I'm. I think I've been to juvie. I have the record for going to juvie in my county. Just saying. And I mean, you guys live here. It's not just white people. I mean, it mainly is. Sort of. Not really. You know, you get to different parts. That's how fucking communities work. I have the record of like recidivism. So I mean, I'm the example. So and I shouldn't even have brought that up. I mean, that's what they're fucking talking about. Why did I bring up jail as soon as you mentioned them? That's fucked. I mean, it's fucked, right? Why did I fucking instantly think of jail? I mean, maybe because this main thing they talk about is racial injustice. Maybe that's why I brought up jail. But just in general, why did my opinion as soon as you brought up Black Lives Matter was that I was the most recidivist? I don't watch any hentai. Um, unlike that one guy, I don't know. What the fuck is his name? Samuel L. Jackson? Was it Samuel L. Jackson on the like Google search thing that it was like, yes, I watch hentai, and when it was like, does he watch anime? I don't know. I keep getting distracted by fucking Boys to Men just acapelling me in the background. Do I have a racist bone? No, I don't think so. I think there's societal a bone. I mean, I don't think I should. Honestly, I'm a very logic driven person, and like melanin and skin, like the presence of melanin, doesn't directly intrude on my opinion of another person. I mean, like, there's like the saying, like, people are stupid and a person is smart. Like, a singular person is going to make a pretty much better decision than a crowd of people jarring and jeering and whatever. Um, the story of when I'm that whole thing is postponed only because the camera quality of my phone highly outweighs the processing power of my laptop. I'm honestly surprised that I can even live stream just a webcam. Um, so it is coming out, and that's why I'm on here. So if you have questions about any of that, you can ask them right now, and I will answer them. But it's not going to be in an edited format. I don't really. Back to the racist bone thing, it just doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I think the main issue is that people believe that they're being prejudged, and I don't think anyone likes that. That's a pretty loaded question. I mean, ask me what exactly happened with jail and everything. I mean, I do. I have answers, but I mean, like, there's a lot to go through. Like, seriously, there's a lot. I think in summarization terms, I have spent probably over a year and a half of the past couple of years. Multiple. There's a moth. Um, Probably a year and a half altogether, added up. Rehab, I've probably spent. The last time I went to rehab, I was there for 145 days. Now, granted, the first 45 days were residential, and after that, it wasn't. It was the rest of the 100 days I was in like a halfway house sort of thing. where I wasn't really I was in the same building as everyone in rehab, but I had more privileges and everything like that. I don't really know what you mean by the whole jail thing. I've had a lot of charges over the years, and a lot of them I could say were biased against me because because of my recidivism, because of because I was already in the system. What did I get caught with? Which time? You mean like the first time or favorite jail experience? That's a good fucking topic. Thank you. Holy shit. Favorite jail experience. Not the good. Oh, okay. Um, favorite jail. I actually have multiple fucking experiences in jail that were honestly really great. I have to get the photo, and I didn't get it from them, and I'm probably going to email them. But in the middle of COVID, it was like weaning off to where they were letting more people in on misdemeanors again. So there was like 7 people in my unit, and randomly they just you have no I'm just so everyone knows they can't tell you if an event is about to take place unless it's 10 minutes before or it's something that's routine day in and day out or week in and week out. Like religious services, everybody knows Thursday and Saturday. We don't have church on Sunday there. It's Thursday and Saturday. There's these ladies that come in on Sunday. Anyways, honestly, there's multiple things because you get accustomed to that lifestyle. And you're like, oh, this was great. Um, the main thing The first thing that comes to mind is when they had mini horses show up. There were just miniature horses in the gym. We got called out of our cells. They said there's like an animal thing, and we went out and just in the gym because it was too cold. It was February last year actually, and I in my juvie uniform I got to take. I probably have it somewhere. I'll have to find that for a future video, but there were just miniature horses in the gym at the jail, and I'm in my juvie uniform, and it's just me and a couple miniature horses. Um, and at that time, I was really fucking struggling, and I walk in, and I thought it'd be some stupid seminar, and no, it was just these really nice women, and they did not fucking really look at us differently because they did this all the time with different juvies and stuff and they handed me a hairbrush. They just let us fucking go at these horses, man. Some kids we get to braid their fucking hair. I guess they were ponies technically. I don't fucking know. They're mini fucking horse dudes, and they took a picture. We took pictures with them. Um, when I was there, mainly so there's a level system. It's like 1, 2, 3, and honoree. Honoree is something you have to apply for and earn after you're level 3 for 14 days. And yeah, it was MCJDC. When the horse thing was fucking great. There's a lot of times, different dodgeball things, different groups of people there that I really enjoyed. Um, and honestly, when what I would call my friends were there, it was always fun. I can't fucking lie. I'm not gonna lie about that. Sometimes, of course, when you're alone by yourself in your shitty little cell, it's hard to forget where you are. But when there's a group of people there that you can like, was Ramsey still there? Oh, you mean the kid? No, no, he went to prison when I was there. I was there when he left. Ramsey came in like 200 days. He was only there for yeah, no, he came in like 100 something days before I got there, and he left. He actually, I've been there with both of the people who hold the current record. But basically, Gavin Ramsey, if you don't know him, and I can't say that I don't respect the guy, but um, he was interesting. He was that's the best word you can use. He was an interesting character, basically. And you can look up if you look up Gavin Ramsey trials on YouTube. there's hours of footage. Just to summarize his crimes, I don't know, some people might actually know him. He was around this area, uh, maybe a county or township or two over, but no, he wasn't still there. But basically, what happened was he was struggling. He didn't feel that much. He tells everyone that he's a psychopath. He's honestly was a cool guy. He was really fucking smart. He was insanely smart, and he was very level headed. He was super athletic, but just one day he didn't do drugs. He didn't do jack shit. He seemed really level headed. He was sports minded. He was really fucking nice. He was polite. He got up one day. He told some people about it. He got up one day, went to his elderly neighbor's house, killed them, and then ejaculated on their dead body, and then just like went on the run, just casually. No, he wasn't still there. He left when I was there, and they were forced to transfer him because it was an adult crime. No one wanted him transferred, and that was the first time I was there. He got transferred, and he liked it there. He didn't really fit in anywhere else. I can tell you right now that I'm gonna refocus this. From my perspective, talking to him, he liked it in jail. He belonged there, and he fit well into the scenery. And I know people that still call him and check on him, and I mean, well, that's where we got a lot of the how COVID shit was going in prison. That's how people really know about him. Medina is from him. I think he's more Wadsworth area though. Yeah, he's in Grafton prison right now. I think he just has really good. He did the most fucked up crime you could murder and desecration of a corpse. But he was the most well behaved and like genial, like fucking nice person to be around. He was good at cards. He was really smart. He helped you with your homework. But I think he did it, in his words, he did it to see if it would elicit a response in his brain. Yeah, my buddy was good pals with him. That's why I mean, you probably know him. He was a nice, normal fucking person. And he just did that. And now he's prison for, honestly, he might get out in the 25. It might be 25 for him for his behavior. He's got the charm too. He has the fucking charm. That motherfucker has the high level functioning psychopath charm. And I can't say that I didn't fucking like him. He was a nice guy. He really was. He was nice to be around. He was interesting. And when I was there, he was 17 and I was 14, and he was still nice to me. And it wasn't like weird or anything. It was like big brother shit. Would you like to see the mug collection? This is the question for everybody. Would you like to see the mug collection? Just asking. I think I've been staring at a screen for too long because my head is. You know what I think we need? I think we need some essential oils. What do you guys think? Oh, I think my blood sugar's low. See, that's the thing. You don't know. Okay, we got the. I'm only getting up to show. You might not be able to hear me as good, but I'm grabbing my mug collection. All right, I'm back. Okay, so number one and most important mug, the first one in said collection. First mug, we're going to get back to the murderer story, murderer that I lived with and enjoyed the company of story. But first, mug collection. Someone just joined and left because they wanted to hear about the murderer. We have the Minecraft creeper mug shaped. I mean, okay, if it was just like a circle mug with a creeper on it, lame as fuck. But if you look closely, it's as if it could be placed in the world of Minecraft, okay? It's very well. And you might think, okay, that shit's square. How do you drink out of it? It's rounded on the inside, and it's actually very pleasant to drink out of, I would say. The next one says bean all you can bean, all that you can bean. And it's just a green bean. This is a thrift store purchase. This one's also really nice. Third would be the TNT variant of the Minecraft collection of mugs. Another one that I heavily enjoy is the Campbell soup. And then it's just got tiny soup cans. Focus, please. Last but not least, and my personal favorite, is the Minion mug. I gotta eat something for my blood sugar. As it so happens, though, I'm prepared. Now we're just gonna be featuring fucking items from the store. Joe's chips. Joe's. Any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? I don't really have anything else to say about Gavin Ramsey. Honestly, it was a good experience to have. And that's why I wanted to become a therapist, honestly. He might have been one of the reasons that I wanted to become a therapist. Gavin Ramsey was a nice and interesting and fucking just... I don't say cool like you think it's just weird, like, wow, Ben's got hobbies now. I'm only eating this because my blood sugar is low. Don't fucking judge me. These are good as fuck that way. If you go to Aldi's, it's like these mixed nuts. Thoughts on extraterrestrials? I mean, logically it makes sense that they would exist somewhere. And then if you believe in light speed, fucking whatever, if they were looking at our planet right now, it'd be like just looking at dinosaurs. Also, there's the argument that they'd have more advanced technology and they're just looking at us. Another thing is if they're that advanced, if they're advanced to whatever point, if they're that advanced, they can do whatever shit that we say that they can. Why would they really be interested in us? I mean, we're still burning oil for fuel. To get to space, we're burning fossil fuels. And if they're fucking using gravity, basically the argument is it's like, okay, there are aliens, okay, and you might say, oh, that's fucking dumb, Ben. We found bacteria on meteoroids, asteroids, meteoroids, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's bacteria that's alive that exists on meteorites. So, are those aliens or basic bacteria aliens? Well, they're not us, and they're not species of bacteria that we know, and they come from another body. out there in space. So technically, yes, they do exist, and that's accepted because people are like, oh, they're not intelligent. But the thing I'm trying to get at is if you were an alien species, we're basically just like a step above monkeys. If they were that advanced that they can just instantly basically travel anywhere they want, and they looked at us, they'd be like, oh, they're still on the whole oil derrick social media kick, you know? So, like, I don't really think they would give a shit. And that's an opinion of somebody that was on the Joe Rogan podcast. It's also logically makes sense. If you were an alien species, we're basically just convoluted apes. There's nothing that they're going to get from us. If they have what they have to make the things that they would need to even observe us, why would they give a fuck? You know, we are interesting, but I mean, it's until they just like show up and like, hey guys, what's up? And the communication barrier. I mean, I can like barely understand people that have an accent. So, like, the language barrier. These chips are fucking amazing, by the way. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can continue. I am sweating. My blood sugar is low, but I'm gonna be a trooper, and we're gonna make it to like the hour and like 45-minute mark. Any more questions? Topics of discussion? Is this unprofessional? I mean, I do have a microphone in my shirt pocket. So, like, I think it's fine if I just eat chips. Do you think it's okay for me to just eat food? I mean, just like does the scenario warrant me just being able to eat? I'll just preface with that my blood sugar is low. So, I think it's a medical emergency. And technically. So, also these chips are really fucking good. Does anyone ever have any other topics of discussion or questions? I will literally talk about anything. I will give my honest opinion. But aliens, yeah. In all technicalities, there's bacteria that we found from meteorite samples. Marilyn Monroe. You mean the actress? Marilyn Monroe and the Queen of England were born in the same year. Which orange came first? The color, the fruit? Or it could be the color, you know? Oranges are orange, and they're the most I mean, she was a good actor. She was played the role well, whatever role she did. I don't know. It basically went from what people thought of as like Marilyn Monroe was like supple and had, I guess curvature, and it went from Marilyn Monroe to really skinny, fucking nasty stick people back to people who basically in essence of maybe shape, look like Marilyn Monroe again. I don't know. She was. Have you ever tried to, dig up? It's not really that old, honestly. Have you ever tried to dig up videos or whatever show Marilyn Monroe is in? She was a good actor, good in photos. She played whatever part she was put in well. Those are my opinion. Those are my thoughts on the actress Marilyn Monroe. She did what she was paid to do, and she did it well. More on behind the scenes. What do you mean behind the scenes? I don't know. She's just a woman. I mean, she was famous for a reason. It's the same as how the reason that people remain popular or famous that are historical figures is that there is no actual copy or person who is close to or exhibits exactly what they are and were. Marilyn Monroe is Marilyn Monroe because she doesn't have an actual predecessor, or not a predecessor. Marilyn Monroe, people are famous and remain famous because they have and are generally still unique, even if they're dead. So, or did something, or are something, or represent something that other people don't really represent in the same fashion. So, I don't know. It's like, YouTubers that play Fortnite, for example, are basically all the same. My TikTok, that's why shit like TikTok and Musically just comes back to life and dies, is because it's a rinse and repeat of the same shit. So at a time when it was hard to be famous because you had to have some sort of talent, Hollywood secrets. I don't know. People in Hollywood are just people. Hollywood doesn't really have that many secrets. There are, but they're arbitrary. They're social things. They didn't really do anything special. I mean, I mean, Hollywood secrets I don't really know that much about, honestly. I mean, I do and I don't. There's things that I think, but I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that just went on. There were corners that were cut, but I don't know. I mean, anything specific, if you were to name a person, I might be able to tell you something. But relatively, yes. Most industries have a lot of secrets. But I don't know. Me, myself, I'm just like, oh, that movie or show looks slightly interesting. And I watch it and I'm like, wow, nice. Because Marilyn Monroe is technically a historical figure. I know about her because I like history. Shirley Temple? You ever looked at what Shirley Temple looks like when she got older? No one knows. No one knows. What did adult Shirley Temple look like? What does? I think she's still alive. Um, probably the same. Probably similar. I don't know. Once again, Shirley Temple did and was specifically unique and better at what she did than the people at the time. Yeah, she does look different, I think. Now you say that. You know, I think it's like, okay, things are iconic. Things inherently are iconic that are unique and aren't readily replaced with something that is similar or modern to the point where it's not a better version. It's not a better version explicitly because of its newness. It's just more available and better and well produced version of something. And that's all we have now. That's all we have now. Everyone's just Instagram specifically. Snapchat's more of a personalized, like, hey, look at this. People that you know. In general terms. Instagram, though, is just the same pictures with different people. Because there's no way to truly be unique anymore without some sort of shock factor. Like, you have to do something that's to the point of idiocy or political incorrectness or extreme correctness for people to just look at it or stop. I don't know why I'm talking about Instagram, but Shirley Temple was an interesting character. I don't know all that much about her other than like animal crackers in my soup, but yeah, I mean those people are still iconic because especially her. She had a whole show, theater, whatever, had a lot going on. I don't know. I mean, past her childhood, she was basically irrelevant. So that's why people didn't really care too much about Shirley Temple. Think about that. Childhood actors are actors, Thank you. I eat shit is more of an answer than a question, but if that's your forte, that's your forte. If that's something you enjoy, to each their own. My blood sugar is low. I'm not dizzy. I don't really. Probably to myself, I don't seem dizzy because this is just a moderate low. Also, I guess technically, I'm slightly dizzy. My blood sugar's low. That's why I'm eating. I wouldn't just eat on camera if I wasn't. I always do. Okay, that's the issue. My eyes were always just half shut. If you look, my eyelids droop. When you look at any picture of me, my eyelids are just drooped. You can look, they're white underneath. But, I always look stuffed. That's always been an issue. Every single time. Unless you, get to know my face, there's really no way to tell. I hate that. I really do. I really fucking hate that. To be, were you, whatever. But I'm not. I'm tired, and my blood sugar's low. I don't know. Anything else? This is also not really a question. These are statements. These are statements. No. It's part that my blood sugar is low, and secondary that these chips are really good. How many subs do I have? I think about like 140 or 141 right now. Yeah. I have a current total of, I believe, 140 of those. That's cute. Thank you. That's also cute. Okay. I like the number next to your name. Very cool. It is pretty cute. I think it's a cute number. If you ever wanted to collaborate, I guess, sure. Yeah. Would people who are subscribed to you think that I'm interesting? Do I fit the tone and I've been told that before. What do you mean I will add you on Discord, Instagram, whatever the fuck. Wait. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. Somebody's like a jerk off kind of thing. You jerk me. Yeah. I don't know what you're doing. I see big Papa Maz, John Beefy, Big Papa Maz. Those names mix well. They do. It's a good combination of I don't know. No. I'm not. No. I'm not realistically, my purpose? I could give like a general metaphorical answer for that, but I honestly don't really think anyone has one specifically. Mine for myself, outside the realm of generality, I'm not sure it is like healthy to have anything super general. People say, "Oh, my purpose is to help others," and honestly, I don't think it's very healthy to have a purpose that's super specific either, because you lose sight of other things, where you focus so much on one thing that you lose out on things that don't align with what your purpose is. And you just say, "Oh, my purpose is to live to the fullest," then you're also not going to live to the fullest because you're not. So if I were to mediate my purpose to something that's not super general, so it just sounds like a calling card for like a get well soon fucking whatever, and if I don't make it too specific, because you make your purpose too specific, then you're going to miss out on everything that doesn't align with whatever morals that your purpose has to follow. Whatever the fuck. Mine specifically, I'm going to stop. Whatever. Mine specifically, I think, is to help people who have been not wronged, but who have experienced the same things that I have and that I've come to the other side of. whether that be anything to do with mental health or the system or addiction in general. I don't actually, and that's more of a logical empathy, because I'm not. If a if a pregnant woman were to come up to me and say, "Oh wow, being pregnant really sucks, blah blah blah, menstrual whatever," and that this is just an example, I would say, "Oh wow, that sucks. I will sit down and talk about it. I'll listen, and oh, if you need anything, okay, yeah, I'll get that." But I'm not gonna like try to relate to her or have empathy past, whereas people, oh wow, that much sucks. Oh, tell me about your cramps. Oh, how's it going? How this, how's that? And honestly, if I were a pregnant woman, which I'm not, and that's why it's logical empathy, I'm going to relate to someone that I actually have a relation to. I'm not going to fucking go up to some, whatever, or someone comes up to me. I'm going to help them with what they need, and I'm going to relate to them on what they can relate to them with. If would I think if I'm an addict, I'd rather talk to another addict about addiction. So if I was a pregnant woman, I'd rather talk to another pregnant woman about pregnancy. So I'm just trying to dill out my purpose. I would say, okay, let's just cut all the bullshit. My purpose is to not use again. That's the because that way it's specific, but it's not generalized. Because with that, I don't really know what is going to happen, but I also know what I want to continue to happen. So just to retain my continued sobriety, I don't really care what comes with it, as long as that's it. That's the bottom line. So I think, yeah, I can't really think of anything else, honestly. That was a good question. Thank you. It made me think. Purpose is such a general term. It's a very speaker on whatever bullshit motivational thing term. Why do I think I'm here? Happenstance. What do you think you're here? Well, what's the reason for it? I mean, whether me specifically, well, I have died before. And just preface what I'm about to say, I have, and in that not really near, but death experience, the only reason I believe or remember that I came back is I just felt like I had forgotten something, like car keys, but it wasn't car keys. It was just like, oops, yeah, I gotta. So I don't know why I'm here. No reason in particular. I don't really know that. That's also way too. Why are we here? Why are you here? What's the reasoning? There are certain things, mysteries, and inconclusions that everyone comes to or can't come to that honestly is no reason to ponder it or think about it other than if you would like to cause yourself anxiety. Because it's not a question that can be answered. I mean, most philosophers or priests, preachers, whatever, don't know that they were that until they're dead, and they never got to know. Honestly, I mean, it's just there's really no. I don't. I mean, it's why do I think I'm here? I don't know. I don't. I don't think about that. I haven't really put too much thought into that, honestly. It's illogical. Whatever you come to, whatever conclusion you come to, why as to where. where do I come from is also okay. Let me just explain that. So, no matter what the answers to those questions are, it unless you want it to, has no actual effect on the present moment. But why do I think I'm here, or where do I come from? Where do I come from? Do you mean that in like a locational sense, or where do I think I? It doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if it was happenstance, if it was whatever divine intervention, if it was some shit collided and boom, here I am billions of years later. The thing is that it doesn't change anything. I mean, of course, it changes things for your morality and beliefs and whatever and motivation, sort of. But realistically, knowing the answers to those things doesn't really change what the actual situation, or even that how you look at the situation that you're in. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I don't think about that. It's illogical to think about that. It doesn't make any sense. Where do you come from? I don't know. Cells, shit, whatever. I mean, technically, I used to be a star, most likely. It was a star, crashed in, boom, bop, whatever, planet forms, boom, here I am. Then, parts per million, my atoms were once that. So it's like, there's no way, honestly, to know where you come from until you leave. For earthly matters, at least. You're going to know where you started until you finish. That's not a normal circumstance for races, but that's how it is. It's like running an egg race with the blindfold on, and then you get to take your blindfold off and like see where you went and what happened, what eggs were dropped, I guess. Ugh, I'm getting really tired now, but what time is it anyways? It's almost 1. Thank you. There's been a solid 4 people continuously on this, and I just like to say thanks to those individuals, even if it's not the same people, for retaining that, because this was good for me. It was really good. If there's any other, I'll take one more. Owen, why'd you fucking join at 12? Hello, Owen. How are you? Do you have any questions? I'm willing to stick around for another 5-10 minutes or so because you just joined. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Legal liabilities? Did you want to see the mug? You just came for the mug, right? Alright. I'll do you one better. Who am I? This is what we're gonna. Okay. I could answer that in whatever, big word bullshit. I mean, that's just how I talk, honestly. But I can answer that. Who am I? I mean, that depends on definitions. That also depends on my ego. Depends on everyone else's ego. And it's all situational. I mean, like, if you're a basketball player or whatever, and that's all you identify with, then you're just basically identifying with the balls that you funnel. And I don't play basketball. I don't really, I'm just Ben, I guess. That's my name. Like, who are you? Of course, that's an irrelevant question in this whatever context. If you're trying to be like, oh wow, who really are you? Who are you deep down inside? What are you? What are you? Who are you? Where are you? I could say in my house, and then I could say in the state, in the country, in the planet, in the solar system, Milky Way, whatever the fuck. And then the fucking quantum realm. I don't know. Who am I? I'm Ben. That's my name. That's at least what I go by. Um, Honestly, having an identity so controlled and centralized just seems to me a little bit conceited. And like that's the issue with the identity crisis that people are having today with everything that's going on. Yeah, there's a lot of Bens, but I mean, I'm the only one that's me. I don't really have to define myself outside of my own perspective. Why do I have to convince someone else that I'm unique enough for them to remember me for a certain thing? I mean, what's the point of that? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of Bens, but I mean, like, and I'm not saying that that's an art. I don't know if that's rehashing that part of the statement really makes any sense at this point. Yeah, there are a lot of ends. There are a lot of ends out there. But I mean, do I feel special? No. Do I feel not special? No. Do I feel unique? Or do I feel unwanted? Neither. There's no, there's happiness and sadness are extremes. They're not. Yeah. Happiness and sadness are extremes. And trying to catch one or the other is just going to tip the scale back to the other side because that's how scales work. It's better just sit in the middle, honestly, with everything. There's no, because it'll last longer. You'll be able to stay there for a longer time instead of just waiting for it to fall back the other way. So, who are you? What's your purpose in life? Why are you doing the things that you do? Well, I have like a general idea, and usually it just follows what I would call the path of least resistance. I've tried the hurt everyone, hurt myself, and destroy everything pathway, and I've also tried the do nothing, talk to no one, and don't even do drugs. Just lay in your bed and don't participate in school pathway. And now I've tried to actually maybe try getting sober and changing just a little bit of something that I could change anytime I wanted to, but I chose not to because I decided that I was a victim. But I decided to just say, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. And I said, okay, well, the path of least resistance is just to be polite and go about my own shit and try to have a hobby or two to entertain myself. And it seems to be working pretty good right now. So, who am I? I can just, there's like a list of like adjectives I could use, I guess, but it doesn't really like. I would say in general, I consider myself a philosopher. To myself, at least. I like a conversationalist. Anyways, I am pooped. I'm popped. I'm pippity bopped. And it's almost 1. And my blood sugar is still. My participation? No, man. Thank you for your participation. That's what the whole point of this is. Hey, please subscribe if you think about it. And also, if you'd like to be in the Discord, for the podcast that I'm trying to like. So it's like John Beefy. So the podcast that I'm restarting because I used to have one a long time ago is Mystery Meat, and I'm trying to just rein in a bunch of people from like Omegle and whatever random people, and just have like a congealed, like edited very well, so that way it's non-biased because I'm not picking people who have my opinions, but it's also not super official and everyone trying to be whatever to each other because it would be random people from the internet. So you could share your opinion and still be polite and not, whatever, and still have fun and not be restricted by what you think that person's going to say about you when you leave the room. So, yeah. So everyone, so this is closing of this, and this is going to remain on my channel if you ever want to rewatch anything. But subscribe, and if you leave a comment on another video, I will, subscribe to you, whatever. And yeah, so that's it, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, I'm gonna go the fuck to bed. Everyone have a pleasant day today, which it is tomorrow already, so I'm not saying today. Everyone have a pleasant day today. And yeah, just comment, I guess, if you need anything. I'll be here. Adios.